world is poised to mark 50 years since Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins made their successful flight to the moon and Armstrong's historic landing.
The Apollo 11 voyage ended the race to the moon with victory for the United States, a win made possible only by the space pioneers.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
All right, lift-off and the clock is starting.
May 5, 1961, the Mercury Redstone 3 mission lifts off from Cape Canaveral and Rear Admiral Alan Shepard becomes the first American to enter outer space.
Yes, sir, reading you loud and clear.
He didn't even go into orbit. He just went straight up and straight down on a very short ballistic flight. And the capsule was so small, as the astronauts joked, you didn't get inside the capsule, you put it on.
Spurred on by Mercury's success, President John F. Kennedy reaches further into the national coffers with $1 billion budget for NASA to send a man to the moon and bring him back safely to Earth.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
March 23, 1965, 10:24 hours, Cape Canaveral, a Titan rocket lifts Gemini 3 off on the first manned mission of the Gemini program. Virgil Glisson and John Young spend 4 hours and 52 minutes in orbit. June 1965, a manoeuvre NASA deems vital for further space travel.
I feel like $1 million. I'm a pickup.
Astronaut John White steps out of Gemini 4 in America's first spacewalk.
Ignition. Lift off. We're off on the hour.
6 months later, Gemini 7, Borman and Lovell spend almost a fortnight in space.
They used Gemini spacecraft to practice changing orbits, to practice walking in space, to practice rendezvous and docking with another spacecraft.
1966, and NASA is ready to begin the Apollo program using the Saturn launch rockets.
The Saturn V rocket was a colossus. It was more than 100 metres tall, bigger than most buildings, and it had 3 stages, and it used liquid oxygen to burn that fuel. And that's why when you watch a Saturn V rocket take off, you get this beautiful, shocking reddish orange flame.
Saturn V would provide the power plant for 10 Apollo missions, including Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's pioneering moon landing.
Okay, engine stop. We copy you down, Eagle. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
And Sky News, of course, is marking 50 years since that first moon landing, an event that changed the world. Our special series is looking at the space race, how it began, and the awe-inspiring moment Neil Armstrong took that one giant leap for mankind.